coins now. Let me just quickly start with TRVL. So, you know, TRVL I've been doing lots of analysis on. Yesterday I posted on my Twitter a doomsday scenario on my Twitter. I posted this yesterday. Let me go there quickly now. This is my doomsday scenario. If we dip, this is my area of interest. Okay, and I also am doing Elliott wave count. So I was imagining if we do have a crash, that this is a good, this is probably the best place to pick up this token. And it doesn't look like at the moment it's going to happen. Look quickly. There, I've called it long at 4 cents. Okay, so who knows about the future? No one can predict the future. I don't think it's going to happen now, not while BTC is in the value area. But worst case scenario, and BTC loses the value area and something, another black swan happens, or like 2 black swans in a row, then for what I've got is from the all-time low to this rally bull market high, you've got the golden pocket, which is here. Then I've also got on this range, there's a little range here from here to here, and you've got the point of control. Let me go to the daily time frame here, and then that would coincide also with that trend line, not that trend line, another trend line. So there's lots of trend lines there. So basically another trend line that I've got from the all-time low here to there. So this is, at the moment I'm not thinking this. At the moment I'm not, because like I said in my previous streams, there's no reason to be bearish if 5.5 cents holds, which look what's happened. It's holding. This is a higher low at the moment. That's the higher low. This could be the higher low. Okay, that's the higher high. Higher low, higher high. This could be the higher low, because the only way to confirm that this is a higher low is we make another higher high. Okay, so at the moment daily bullish market structure is intact. Okay, and we've had a really nice reaction again, so that's quite good to see. And I'm not thinking lower as long as 5.5 cents is holding, which it looks like it's holding at the moment. Worst case scenario, we have some kind of doomsday scenario and we get this, then this is the place to pick it up. Okay, and based on that idea, the other thing that I have in mind when it comes to this, so I'm just contemplating doomsday scenario. I've got my Elliott wave count. I've been able to update my Elliott wave count on this now, and according to, so basically I think we're almost there with our first and second wave, and it's really hard to get the first and second wave in because it's all new token, never moved before. You know, it's very erratic. It's like you're studying completely brand new behavior on a new token. It's not easy. It's not the same as any other token. Every token is unique. And so I think I've got it. So I think we started here at the 0 at 3.4 cents. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's correct. ABC, that's correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. ABC. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We had the week 5 here. And then we come into our A, B, C. Now the question is the C. Is the C here? Is it here? we won't really know until we start seeing impulsive, the price start moving impulsively. Okay, so we've had a little bit of an impulse, so it is possible we're in a wave 1 of 3. It's also possible we're still in a corrective ABC. Yeah, so you have to bear that in mind. We still could be correcting. This could be a much wider ABC idea. It could be ABC, whatever. It could be a more complicated correction. It could be an ABCDE to come down. It's possible. So I don't want to say that this is the bottom because I don't know. But based on fib time, if you go from the 0 to the 3 of this wave 1, the 0 to the 3 to the 4, the 618 gives me basically Tuesday, Wednesday. Now, I don't know if we're early or if we're still looking to go down, but based on fib time, the low should be roughly around here. Okay. Now, maybe we're early because of that news. Maybe that news has brought things forward a few days. Maybe what could have happened is this would have gone down anyway, but it would have kind of gone down a bit later anyway. And maybe that news over the weekend has just caused things to happen a little bit quicker. It's possible. I just don't know. I haven't got an answer. Could we go down to here? It is also possible. But where we've come down to is perfectly acceptable too. And actually, what's interesting about the level that we've come down to, if you do a trend-based fib extension from this top to this A, which one is it? To the B, that's actually a 1-to-1 on that ABC. Actually, the top is there, isn't it? Well, let's go from the top. So based on fibs. So not on the waves, but just from the top to there, that's like a 1-to-1. Okay. Although based on fibs, based on the waves, really it should be from the 1. Let me just do this correctly. Hold on. 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. Yeah, that's a 1-to-1. See that? That's correct. So not from the top. So from the end, which is from the end of the 5 of this wave, which is the top of the 1, to the A, to the B, to the C. That's exactly, see that? 1-to-1. Okay. So that's quite nice. It's quite a nice corrective move. I think it was just a little bit early, but it came. But let's see. I think that could be good. If we do have a nuke, then this is the place to buy. Analysis of WIF USDT, please. Sure. Thanks, Tim the Chin. I appreciate that. He says, hit the like, guys. Help me grow on YouTube. I do appreciate that. All right. I'm not going to spend too much time on this because I want to look at some other things. What else did I want to look at? Well, we have had a little bit of an impulsive move out of that low. It is very possible that we've started our wave 1 of 3. Yeah, it is possible. So I am starting to count. So while I've got this ending here, which would be the end of 2, I'm now starting to count. That could be, this could now be 1, 2. Don't know where this ends. Maybe 3. Something. We have to see. So I'm starting to count. And that would be wave 1. And then you go into an ABC. And I'm just going to continue that and see how far we can go until we complete the count. And I'll follow the rules of the Elliott waves. It could also be an ABC, but we'll know, because if we now come out of this with 5 waves and we do an ABC correction, then we'll know that we're out. We're out of this corrective move, and we've started our impulsive move to the upside. The other interesting thing about TRVL is that we have finally been able to make a higher high on the 4-hour time frame. You see here we're making on the 4-hour time frame, we're making lower highs, lower lows, yeah, and now we've made, this is our first higher high. Okay, so naturally after you make a higher high, you're looking for a higher low. Now we don't know when it's going to happen. You just don't want to make a new low, and that would be confirmation of, so in this situation, in a 4-hour time frame, I'm taking it very seriously. That's your lower high, that's your lower low. This is now a higher high. I'm looking for a higher low. It could be anywhere. And then I want this higher high to be taken out to make another higher high. And then you've confirmed a change of market structure to bullish on the 4-hour time frame. If that was to happen, the way I'm imagining it right now, that would look really bullish, because that would be a inverse head and shoulders. But anything, it could be anything. Like this is just, this higher high could be much higher. You know, the price, it could be up here, and it could just be, the higher low could just be some kind of SR flip. You know, this could go up there and it could SR flip. It doesn't have to be an inverse head and shoulders, it could be anything. But this is the first higher high on the 4-hour time frame. So that's the first change I've seen, which is kind of why I'm a little bit more bullish overall right now. Whereas yesterday in my stream, yesterday evening, I said I was neutral. I wasn't bearish, I wasn't bullish, I was neutral, because I wanted to see BTC reclaim the value area. And when I was doing my BTC analysis, I said I wanted to see something, and it happened, which also kind of, it's hard to, like, sometimes it's hard to act fast. But you see the weekly, and the weekly candle on Bitcoin, you see how it closed above the previous week low? The close didn't close lower, it closed above the previous week low. You have to think about the psychology of the market. If bulls were in control, which they were, because you have this red candle, which is a bears. If bears were in control, which they were, so you have this bearish red candle. Yeah, bears are in control. So red candles, bears are in control. Green candles, bulls are in control, because bulls want to close the price higher, bears want to close the price low. Okay, so there's a constant battle between bears and bulls, right? So you have two bearish candles on the weekly time frame. Bulls want to close it lower. Okay, we had a very bearish week, and the bears weren't able to close it lower than the previous week low. You see that? So it's extremely bearish, increasing volume. See that? Increasing volume, extremely bearish, massive liquidations, and yet the price closed higher than the previous week low. That already tells you that it's not as bearish as you think. Yeah, because if the bears were in control, why would they close it there? They'd want it to close all the way down here. Why would it close up there? Yeah, you wouldn't be coming back to close higher than the previous levels and back above support levels, back above the value area low. That's not bearish at all. The close is really important. And so I'm actually thinking that all it is just range bound behavior. And even though the bears were in control, effectively the bears failed to take the price down lower than where it ended, which is still inside the volume area of this range. That's the psychology of what happened yesterday, over the weekend rather. And now I'm looking at other altcoins. So TRVL looks quite good at the moment. Slurf for me is a pariah. I didn't reposition in, unfortunately. I was looking to, and I had it